is your daily tarot for May 13th. May 13th, it's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. Let me get some light on here for y'all. Apologize for that. Yeah, general, it's not going to resonate with everyone. No worries. There's plenty of other content here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? Remember that energy is fluid, so these messages could resonate with you one way today and a completely different way the next day or the next week or even the next year or 2 years or 5 years later. Yes, maybe even 10 years, okay? And they could also not necessarily be your story, but the story of possibly someone that you're connected to, depending on how deep the connections run. So keep an open mind, all right? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for allowing me to connect with you. And let's get started. All right. Did I say April 13th? May 13th. Why do I feel like I said April 13th? Like there's something lagging in a month. I feel like there's something that's either taken a month to get here, or will something, maybe like the point that you're facing today, you may have found yourself in a similar space a month ago. Yeah, there's definitely something about going back a month. Maybe a situation that presented itself a month ago is wrapping up or coming to a head or something like that. Eight of Pentacles, practice. Some of you could be doing things new, going to new places, going to school, getting degrees, moving. Some of you are relocating or looking to relocate. Okay, and some of you are just practicing a whole new way of life. Seven of Wands. Whatever this step is, I feel like it calls for you. Well, I mean, the card says bravery. It's calling for you to be brave. There may be some competition here. You know, the Seven of Wands, it's not the easiest energy to get through. It's definitely not the hardest energy. Usually in Seven of Wands energy, especially with that Eight of Pentacles, you kind of have a leg up. So you may have a lot against you, but you also have usually the tools that you'll need to do whatever it is you need to do in that space. Or sometimes, you know, you can view things from higher ground, right? So she's kind of in the middle of this, and she can see all the fish around her. She can see the butterflies. She can see everything around her really well, because she is kind of in the eye of it there. So I feel like whatever this is definitely calling for you to stand up and, wow, Two of Cups relationship. Stand up and take a new approach and be brave and confident in it, okay? Definitely coming with some challenges. All right. Shifts in perception. Yeah, like I said, this could even just be like a whole new way of life, a new way you viewing partnerships, relationships. You could have definitely a new love here that's changing your perception, a new relationship with somebody with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of investment in this space, okay? There's progress. If something was at a standstill, if there was a relationship or something that was at a standstill, you can expect that to start moving forward for sure. Okay. Now that his mask is drawing me in here. So there could be some things that are yet to be unmasked, especially coming after that Seven of Wands. Also, that particular mask is a mask that they wore during the plague. So there, it's, you know, it's a symbol of death. So there could also be some emotions coming to a head, the death of an old way of life, the death of an old person. You could even see a whole new person arise out of this, even if it's the same person that you've always been dealing with. Again, this relationship or this space or this job or whatever this is, even just this way of life or you in general, it's making big progress. Now, under the deck for the overall energy, you have the Four of Pentacles here with the Star and the Nine of Cups. So the Four of Pentacles is defeat. I mean, I'm sorry, greed. I'm sorry, I looked over here and saw defeat with the Five of Swords underneath the Four of Swords. Okay, I feel like that's just basically letting go of old things. So yeah, the Four of Pentacles is greed, but I'm looking at this frog and it's like, you might have kissed a lot of frogs to get to this prince or princess. And also you might have been holding on to this frog knowing that it was a prince or a princess, but sometimes that person has to realize it themselves, right? There is hope in this situation. You're absolutely absolutely going to get what you want. Everything is going to be up to par and satisfactory. All right. This is a divine path. And the reason that it's going to work out for you, however it does work out, is because you are willing to let things go and start new things. Somebody is willing to learn in this space. I love that energy. They're teachable. I love that. I love that. No matter how ingrained a person's ways may have been in this particular situation, they're definitely remaining teachable. And I think that's really important, in relationships, but also just in life in general. Huge perception shift. And someone really likes it. Like, oh, you know what? I never thought of it that way, or I never looked at it that way. But I kind of like that. I like the way that feels. I like the way that looks. I kind of, that's really speaking to my soul. That resonates with me. And I'd like to invest more in that space as well. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. Three of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a journey moving forward. Plans, planning for the future. Now, things may be a little bit unstable right now, but I do see this kind of, it's going to stabilize for sure. It's going to get I'm hearing it's going to get its wits about it, or you're going to get your wits about you, or they're going to get their wits about them. It's definitely a very, very busy time. So if this is a relationship, the two of you may be very busy people, either together. You may have a lot of things that you need to handle together, or this may even happen, apart. Each of you may have a lot of things to handle on your own, which can cause a little bit of conflict sometimes, because when you're so busy with life, you don't really have enough time to spend on your partner or even on yourself. Think about how life gets so busy and how we neglect ourselves, right? The busier we are, usually the more we eat like shit, because we eat fast and we eat out because it's convenient and it's quick. Okay. We're usually, sitting, or we're usually in the car or at a desk or whatever. Like, we're not exercising, right? We don't have time to do our makeup, do our hair, do these things, right? So we sort of neglect even ourselves in the busiest parts of life. So you could imagine how that would affect a relationship, especially a new relationship or relationship that's coming out of a wonky space, trying to go to new heights. Either one will apply here. Either one will fit. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty busy space, but also it's coming with a lot of lessons, a lot of growth, and it's making everyone in this really independent. It's good to have someone. It's great to have someone. Okay, let me just rephrase that. It's great to have someone in your corner. It's great to, be a team and work together, whether it's a relationship, a family, a partnership. Okay, that's great. But also, we need to know that we need to be able to do it on our own. And I think that's kind of what's going on here with some people. King of Pentacles in the reverse position. Look, you've got this queen over here and this king over here, both in the reverse position. One under the Eight of Pentacles, one under the Hanged Man. Okay, so massive, this is, whatever this is, again, it's divine. I'm not taking this as necessarily, insecure and necessarily unstable. It is a little bit, but not in a bad way. Everything is kind of up in the air. There's pieces that need to be put on the board. There's pieces that need to land. There's things that need to be put into play. I'm hearing there's paperwork that has to be processed. There are things that need to be done, but it's in the process. So until those things get, handled, it's not that they're not in the process of being handled, but they're just not finalized yet. Whatever those things may be, it's going to look like this, and that's okay, because we can see that we are planning for the future and we are staying busy. We are handling up. We are taking care of what we need to take care of. Okay. We've got a lot of yellow. This is a really, really focused point of life right here. And I think part of the focus is getting things together. Okay, Queen of Swords. I would be careful. That Queen of Swords is coming under that Seven of Pentacles. I would be careful to not get a little bit sharp. I'm hearing sharp tongue, sharp speech. because Seven of Pentacles can be stressful. You invest a lot in that space and it doesn't happen very fast. It's very slow moving. You have to nurture it, and oftentimes it can even fail. Okay, it can be a failure. It is not always a failure. A lot of people look at it that way. I don't. Okay, but so especially with the Eight of Rods coming out after here, the Queen of Swords in the reverse position, you kind of make sure that you are not taking your personal life or your personal insecurities or your bad day or your long wait in traffic or whatever it is. Make sure that you are not being cold and inconsiderate when you communicate with other people, especially your partner. Okay. If someone's asking the question, is there another person? No, there's not. There's no juggling of people going on. The juggle is work and life and possibly kids and definitely finances. That's what the juggle is, okay? The Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. So yeah, there's things getting in order, okay? Judgment. Like I said, look, see, it's in the reverse position. There's still things out there that need to be handled, okay? You may be waiting for a judgment. Like I said, you may be waiting for things to fall into place, waiting for things to drop. That Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position, let's get some cards on that. I feel like you have a really good handle on this, whatever this is. Yeah, with the Ace of Diamonds and the Nine of Clubs, excuse me. This is a healing space. We're getting a lot of things in order. We're taking care of a lot of business. I mean, it's busy, but also it's things that, you know, either they are almost to the deadline, or they've been put off for far too long, or they've just been out there kind of lingering. Look at that. Seven of Diamonds. No, we're really, really investing in this space of wrapping things up and getting things squared away and straightened out. Jack of Spades and the Six of Clubs here. I'm seeing this being this is being successful. This is going to be successful. It requires a lot of logic. This is a lot of mental stress. It's a lot of like crunching numbers and possibly worry, but it's a lot of like tedious back and forth, you know, emails, finalizing, you know, I'm hearing quality control. I'm hearing taking inventory. You know, this is a lot of, I don't want to call it busy work. It's a lot of the mundane things that nobody really wants to do, right? But it has to get done. And as far as I can see, there's a really good handle on this. There's control over this. It's not where it needs to be, obviously, because it's not over yet, but it is in the process of getting to where it needs to be. Three of Diamonds there over that Judgment in the reverse position. So there's a building up in a collaborative space that is happening that just hasn't come together yet. Oh yeah, this is big. We're making big, big future plans here. Huge manifestations going. But it's all in the air. It's all in the air. It's all in the non-physical. There's a lot in process. Like I said, there's people I'm seeing here in the process of moving, in the process of starting businesses, in the process of going back to school, in the process of finalizing paperwork. And, you know, it's like, it's a lot of this. The answer for the loan is yes. Somebody's asking me. I can hear you loud. Will I get approved for the loan? You're absolutely going to get approved for the loan. I don't know that you want to get approved for the loan. Read the fine print. You would absolutely get approved, but I don't know if it's the loan for you and some of the stipulations surrounding that. I don't know where that's coming from, but it is coming. You need to really go through that. And also, do you really need it? Just because it's available and just because you can qualify, you are eligible and you will get it. Could you make it without it? Because in the long run, it may have a tendency to beat you. I don't know. Like, would it make things easier now? Yes. Is it going to make things harder later? Yes, to the point of losing everything. So either go for a different loan or see if you can rearrange the terms also of that. Okay. And this may be part of what is being finalized. I don't know, but I heard that loud and clear. Okay. It appears to have something to do with business as far as that goes. Okay. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helps somebody. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you tomorrow.